All right. Hey, Aries. So, you guys, I am doing goodbye 2021. Hello 2022 read for you. You're going to know this is your read basically throughout the duration. And we're going to, your energy, the challenges that you faced in 2021, the favorable aspects, and what we're going to see what it is you can release now. I'm also going to call in highlights for 2022. So, the next 3 to 4 months. All right, and I hope that this resonates with you. Check your other placements if it does not, even if it does, because all these reads have been beautiful and you might get some more information out of those other reads. You guys, if you're new, welcome. I do hope that you'll subscribe if you like my vibe. Check out your other playlists, the other videos. Let's see who we're talking to. Your energy for Aries. Look at that. We have divine guidance coming through. That is equivocal to or equivalent to the Hierophant. And we have the Emperor card coming through. So your energy, divine masculine energy, it could be that you are the divine masculine or that you have a divine masculine on your mind space. A lot of purple energy right out the gate. So you guys, I feel, could be on a spiritual or a spiritually led path. So you're coming through with the search for the meaning of life, considering alternative approaches, surrounding yourself with wise teacher or friends. And it could be too that you're kind of reaching out to God, to your angels, and you're asking for more like-minded people, especially if you have just recently started going through some sort of a spiritual change. The Emperor card is coming through as stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation and having ambitious plans. All right. So I feel like your energy right now is about your spiritual journey, your spiritual path, or your faith. Okay. It doesn't always have to be, spiritual. Some people do come and have the religious approach, and that's fine. But I feel like right now for your energy, it could be too that you're kind of focused on a twin flame journey or a spiritual relationship. All right. And it could just be wondering, what's going to happen with this connection, what's going on with this connection. And you're kind of looking up to the universe, to God, to get some more or a better directive on how to approach a situation with a person. All right. Divine guidance and the Emperor card coming through as a side note, it could be too that some of you guys are processing out or going through, learning how to forgive, release, and heal. All right. Past situations with divine masculine energy, father, grandfather, romantic situations. All right. And even if you're a male and you're here, it could be to a side note message coming from you to kind of strengthen those bonds, forgive, release, heal. Just because you're divine masculine doesn't mean that you're not going to have healing that needs to take place with divine masculine energies that have crossed paths in your life, right? With divine guidance, I just feel like this is more about your spiritual journey, your spiritual essence, who you are, what you're supposed to be doing here. And it could just be that you're figuring out right now what's my purpose, what's my path. All right. And it could just be that you have all this stuff bottling up. Am I on a twin flame journey? Is this person a soulmate? What's real, what's not? It's like for whoever I'm talking to, it's like you've gone into the rabbit hole and you're navigating it. But I feel like there's a sense of, or an essence of comfort there. Okay. And it doesn't have to be that you are a male. You could be a female, and you're kind of on that same path. And you're wanting. If any of you guys are wondering about a twin journey, I have to tell you that there's going to be some confirmations through this read. I could already see it. So let's see what challenges you faced in 2021. Some of the biggest challenges that came to you in 2021. Biggest challenges for Aries in 2021. Five of Ariel. Okay. Oh, look at this. All right. So here's what I'm going to say. So the biggest challenges that you faced could have been dealing with a person, a Gemini specifically, or Taurus. It doesn't have to be. Okay. So basically, as I see these cards, it's almost like you've been abandoned or rejected by somebody. It doesn't have to be a romantic situation. It could be. All right. But the biggest challenges with this King of Michael is principled, rational, ambitious, respected. It could be too as a challenge that you've dealt with somebody who kind of misused their power, were emotionally manipulative, somebody who pulled back their energy, maybe just completely rejected you. Going back to the spiritual aspects that I see here, you could be on a twin flame journey or a past life spiritual connected situation, and this person left you. All right. Maybe they left you more than once. The Five of Ariel is like the Five of Pentacles, so rejected, abandonment, loss. You weren't ready. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So basically, a lot of negative energy. But I feel like this is more in regards to love aspects, romantic aspects, and it could be too that you've dealt with more than one person, kind of throwing that negative energy or um, as far as self-fulfilling prophecies, you know, the more negative we are, that we find that we call in that negative energy. Um, I feel like really what's happening here, the biggest thing that's come through for 2021 is somebody leaving, partnership ending, ghosting, somebody separating. And I just kind of feel like it is on a romantic aspect. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like losing somebody. And it could be too that you guys not only lost or was separated from somebody, but you could have faced the challenges of death. You know what I mean? Because with the pandemic and everything going on, stress, worry, sicknesses, you know, we have all of that. So it could just be that you've maybe suffered loss after loss, and you kind of at times felt like, well, what the freak is going to happen next? You know what I mean? It could, if it's not death or anything, I just feel like you've just kind of been going through in and out energy. Maybe somebody toying with you and you kind of being like, oh my God, they're going to, you know, they're going to leave me again. And those fears are outwardly projecting to the universe. So when we have this fear of abandonment, guess what happens? You know, that energy will creep up on us. I feel like the biggest challenge for you was kind of facing that in and out energy, losing somebody multiple times, of being ghosted, dumped, you know what I mean? Just everything negative when it comes to your relationships with people. Could too, for some of you guys, it could be that you've lost a job, you know, lost a business, and that aspects just as well. So that's going to be a side note. But let's see what your favorable aspects of 2021 have been. The favorable aspects of 2021. We have the Seven of Ariel, so healing in a lot of different ways. And leap of faith. All right. So here's what I'm going to say. There is, you have basically whatever you've dealt with and experienced with this loss. Okay. Whether it was financial, romantic, or familial, or friendships, you've been able to help yourself in healing through that. Okay. The Seven of Ariel is the healing card. It's like the Seven of Pentacles. So after a long, rugged road, okay, you do start to heal from that. And it's like you've turned you were able to turn your thinking around in 2021 in such a way that you actually were able to see healing come through. You've seen healing, all right, in such a way that actually brought new beginnings. That leap of faith is the Fool card, okay? Believing in yourself, listening to your heart, and doing what gives you joy, all right? So, you know, whatever you've experienced down here, you've also been able to heal from that. So it's kind of like, you know what, it is what it is. I'm just going to move through life as I know I could, as I know I can. All right. Taking a leap of faith. Leaving situations of the past behind you so that you can start something new. All right. This is like taking the reins of life back into your hands, taking charge of your life and knowing that this is your life. All right. So I'm going to heal from all this BS right here and make it about me now. All right. And this is recognizing the healing aspects. Okay. Divine guidance, that emperor energy right here. It's really putting you on the throne of where you need to be. That's what I see. So you've been able to heal and kind of outsmart any of these negative energies that have had a negative influence on you. All right. It's like you're not getting anything on me. You know, this is my life, and I'm taking it back. I choose to take it back. So let's see what it is you can release right now as we move into 2022. Let's see what you can release. What can you release? The King of Raphael. So as far as the release goes, here's what I'm going to say. I don't feel like this is a person. I feel like it's more about emotional manipulation. So people that have been moody with you, people who have emotionally manipulated you, keep moving into 2022, obtaining. All right, you need to obtain emotional balance. You still need to be optimistic. You need to hold compassion and caring energy, and just move and navigate through the next few weeks with emotional stability, taking care of yourself, having love for yourself. So if you feel like you've lost that, it's time to get that back. All right. It is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once and follow your creative passions. And if that's stuff that you feel that you have gone against your grain, you haven't really focused on yourself, what Spirit's saying is it's time for you to be that King of Raphael. All right. If you've lost that King of Raphael somewhere along the way, it's time for you to recapture that King of Raphael, the King of Cups. It's time to become warm, generous, honorable, and refined. It's time to become, all right, the person that if you have a divine masculine in your life that is just kind of been flaky, you're not really sure where they stand with you or where you stand with them, it's time for you to just move forward in that King of Raphael, that King of Cups energy. All right. I almost feel like somebody could have taken some of that away from you. It could have been lost. Now it's time to kind of completely let go of any of those negative energies that may still be kind of lingering on. All right. It's time to trust. Okay. As far as human beings go, if you have expectations of somebody, if you have expectations of a love interest or a family member or a friendship or somebody that you work with, if you have any expectations, it's time to let those expectations go, because really, we can't expect too much out of anyone else, especially when they're living their own journey. All right. So just be that King of Cups, be that King of Raphael, be who you know you can be, who you have that determination to be, and just let anything that goes against the grain of King of Cups energy, let it go. Codependency, let it go. People who have been emotionally manipulative, let it go. And if you feel like you've had those energies that are associated with that negatively, it's time to let it go. All right. Moodiness, it's time to let it go. If you have failed to self-care and self-love, take those baths, ground yourself, heal yourself. If you failed to do that, it's time to let it go, and it's time to reignite that inside of yourself. Okay. I just feel that this is calling for you to kind of bring that love energy back into yourself, especially if there's been a certain person or situation that's taken that or deducted that away from you. So let's see what the highlights are moving into 2022. The highlights for you, we have so we have a perspective coming through. That is the Hanged Man, and I feel like that is going to be actual clarity on a situation. So you're going to be seeing clarity. Oh, wow. I mean, what do you say? So basically, this is telling me that you're coming out of a stagnant period. So some of the highlights as we move into 2022 is what you feel that has been kind of clouding you, illusion, delusion when it comes to a relationship. And I do feel like it's the soulful connection that's coming through here. You're going to see clarity on this. All right. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight, and dare to be different. Pause for reflection and insight, asking your angels, asking your spirit guides to come through and show you what you need to be shown, especially because I feel like some of you are dealing with a romantic relationship here, and you're like, what the hell is this? Why is it like this? It's going to be cleared up for you. All right. It's coming through. It's a guided connection and a confirmation for you guys that this is a connection that's supposed to happen here. The Wheel of Fortune is new beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness, right here with the Ace of Cups. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So as you guys navigate into 2022, you're going to be releasing what you feel has just been maybe just a big game. All right, it's going to be released, and it's going to be shown to you by your spirit guides. The Wheel of Fortune is sudden, unexpected, positive changes coming through, and I feel like it's going to reflect on this Ace of Cups, the Ace of Raphael. So new beginnings in love, and guided back towards somebody that heavily occupies your heart space. Advice, the Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you in a spiritual quest. All right. The Eight of Raphael is like the Eight of Cups. So your advice for now is just to walk away from situations, people, places, and things that aren't in alignment with your true purpose. Okay. And if it's walking away from the disillusion too of that Hangman card. Okay. Walk away from uncertainty. And if you have people that you feel are kind of filling your head with stuff that you don't agree with. So say you are dealing with a personal, a love situation. You've tried to talk to people and they're like, oh, you know what? She's using you. He's using you. It's time to walk away from those negative energies. All right. You're on a spiritual quest. I see it all throughout this card. And that's what you're going to be obtaining. So, and you really need to get a feel for these people that you're actually having these conversations with. All right. A lot of people are just here for their own selfish purposes. Even on the spiritual aspects, Aries, you're going to see that a lot of people are here, and it's a spiritual ego trip. All right, so let's see what your oracle cards are. We have energy flows where my intentions go. All right, energy flows where my intention goes. Okay, so think about where you want to where you want your and where you want to see, what do you want to pull in, what do you want to call in. I feel like it's love. All right, so direct that loving energy to that. Put your intention towards love. Choose love over fear. All right, and then we got one more. What if it isn't true? All right, the thing you are telling yourself right now, the concrete reasons why you think you don't belong, you can't do it, if you won't get there, you're not enough, or if it's not for you, what if it wasn't true? Today's soul action, it's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and ask the wise one within you, what if it isn't true? What else might be possible? Journal your answer. What lie do I need to let go of to reach my soul's truth? All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. You guys take care.